Thank you for joining us this afternoon on the program, Healthy Living. We must sincerely apologize for coming up behind schedule due to some technical issues. We're here now and ready to serve you. My name is Adisuwa Osawagie, and we have somebody in the studio who's going to be talking to us about fertility, infertility, where to go to, how to assess help. You know, sometimes you see people stay several years without having children and desire to have some or one or two, whatever number. And then where to go to is a problem. And even when they go there, how much do they really have to assess this particular healthcare service? This and more we're going to be looking at today on the program, Healthy Living. If you are having such an issue, we're going to open our phone line straight away so that you can call us on 052-290-573, 052-290-573. When you call, please ask questions strictly on fertility and infertility issues, okay? Do not ask questions that do not relate to the topic we're talking about today, so that we'll be able to deal with it and give you answers that will be suiting, comforting, and of course, answers that will make you move. All right, so ask only questions that have to do with fertility, infertility, vis-a-vis. And so join me as I make welcome Dr. Tunika Akunyuli. She is the CEO, Tony Cleo Medical Center in Abuja, Asokoro, Abuja. And she's here to talk about all of this. She's also an embryologist, an expert when it comes to the issue of IVF. Nice to have you on the program.
Thank you.
Okay, it's been a while. Like they will say in our local parlance, you don't taste since last year, you know. So she's here and she's going to be talking. We're going to open our line straight away so that people can ask you questions based on the topic we're talking about today. We're looking at fertility and infertility. What is fertility? What is infertility in men and women? Why does it occur? Why do people suffer it? Some will say we do not have it in our family, but some others don't have them, like they say, and it is happening. All right, so we're opening our studio lines straight away, 052-290-573. Call in, ask your questions. Don't be shy. Okay, anything can cause infertility. So let me ask Doctor, we all know what infertility is. So what are these things that can cause infertility in both male and female?
Well, it's a lot. I would say from your background, as you grow older, we talk about so much about fertility in women and infertility in men. Some men at their very young age are smoking. They're smoking, taking a lot of alcohol, which is so rampant around this Edo state and Delta state. You see a lot of people with dry gin. They use it to
we'll try not to call the name of product
alcohol.
Okay, they take alcohol,
a lot of it, and then they destroy most of their stem cells.
But some persons will tell you that they have been drinking alcohol since they were born, and up to this moment they are still very fertile.
Yes, you can even get someone that is 70 or 80 years old, still very fertile. Okay. Because we are carrying different genetic makeup.
Okay.
Yes. We are carrying very different genetic makeup. Now, you are married at the age of 22 and your husband maybe like 30. And before marriage, you've been pregnant and you're doing a lot of abortions. This also can affect you later on if the way they remove the as at when you were younger.
It sounded loud and clear because
actually will affect the woman.
So abortion is a
part
factor.
of it. Yes, infection also that can easily also block your tubes. That's where assisted conception comes in, ART. We now have to devise different technologies for you or investigations for you to just carry on. Nobody should certify you infertile when you have not carried out your investigations. Yes, it's very rampant, and most people that I grew up here, and this might stay by the grace of God. They go so much into, is it organic, I will call it, or this
there's organic this, organic
yes.
that, organic everything,
Yeah.
organic everywhere.
Yes, what suits Lady A is not what suits Lady B. You have to go intense and then check what exactly is wrong with you. Why, after like unprotected sex for 1 year after marriage, you still haven't been able to conceive. Then you do the normal fertility profile investigation, and then we'll take it up from there.
Okay, 052290-573 is the number to call. Give Dr. Tinika a call this afternoon and be happy. Now let's look at this issue of blocked tubes.
Yes.
It's becoming very common for ladies to have blocked tubes. What could be responsible?
Well, some people can tend to have congenital defects when they were born.
From birth.
From birth. But mostly it's from infection. You have PID when you go for scans. And most times you are told to take antibiotics, just to treat you if you have infection. Most people don't take it very well.
Religiously.
Religiously. Let me use that word. They don't take it religiously. And you play away with it, that within 2 days, 3 days, you are okay. And the next thing you throw that
the rest away.
And you don't know you are causing damage to yourself in the future. That's why jeopardizing your future. These things must be taken in great awareness to young ladies, even to men, so that we reduce the level of infertility in Nigeria or in Africa. It is the time right now for us to prove that we can actually take care of ourselves with really good food, that can improve on your immunity. Then if you say, okay, no, I don't want to take those injections again to treat myself, you're already affecting yourself. You wouldn't even know. You may not even end up with the same man, and you go and marry somebody else and carry that same problem back to a new man that you are going to get married to. So why don't you take care of yourself? Because you are the one that is at loss. Because the man you are even going to get married to may just have different girlfriends outside, and they wonder, why are you not getting pregnant? But you imagine when you were much younger that you get pregnant. We see this a lot. And by the time they do HSG to actually check both tubes and the uterus, we see a lot of PIDs and a lot of infections. And then you have to go to the higher technology of doing an IVF, whereby we can bypass the tubes and go straight.
You bypass the tubes and go straight into
we go straight to the ovaries and collect the eggs you want. Take the man's sperm also after investigation, if it's a good sperm count. Yes, then we can go ahead and then we do an IVF before the babies are returned back into the womb. Yeah, but there are different types of ART, that's assisted reproductive technology.
Okay.
That investigation goes on. We have the IUI. If it still doesn't work in about 2, 3 months or 4 months, please, it's better you go for the IVF, which is much higher, 60–70% of it is successful.
Okay, sometimes you find out that women get pregnant, and then they say the pregnancy is ectopic, it's in one tube or the other or something, and the woman may lose one or both her tubes. So are you saying that such a woman still have hope of making babies?
Oh yes, we see a lot of it, but maybe 2% in 15,000 people where you have ectopic pregnancy, even in IVF. It is there.
Really?
Oh yes. We start looking for the baby, and then by the time they start talking about pains, then we go intensively to check exactly where the baby is.
So what do you do? Yes.
Because you have to save the life of the woman first, because it can turn to like ovarian tissue that now causes you to go for surgical emergency.
Wow.
But once it's dictated that you are still positive, that's if we do quantitative blood test for you to check the SCG, it's still multiplying, then we know that the tubes, the babies are the tubes. So intensive scannings and all will be done. And once it's gotten, then we have to go out there to remove that tube. Now, do you still have hope? Of course, you have 2 ovary tubes.
What if both are damaged?
If
the woman does not have any.
Yeah, it's good. As long as we have the uterus there, and then we have the ovaries down there. But mostly, once both uteruses are blocked, but your ovaries are there, we can actually stimulate you to produce a lot of eggs, from your follicles. And then we bypass the natural conception using assisted conception means. Now, she asked the question, what about both uteruses to be removed? Yes, we can actually go in. As long as the uterus is there, we can go in for oocyte donation.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, 052290573. Call in and ask questions. Most times when the issue of infertility arises, the world easily blames the woman.
Yes.
The woman is usually the problem and all of that. But we've also seen that men are problems themselves, and they're very, very uncooperative when it comes to going for investigation and all of that. So how is that of the man treated when a man is, infertile?
Okay. What is happening in our society is that we have men, and there's nothing wrong with me. In my generation, everybody gives birth. And they go out there, drink, smoke, do all sorts of lots of things, miss a lot of
drugs and drugs
together, and they take. Now you are about to get settled in your home, and your wife is fertile, because we are saying that 40%, or let me just say, or 20% of the male and the female actually causes a lot, for infertility. That is, two of them are incompatible, like we say, okay, incompatibility. Well, it's not your fault. We can actually still go ahead to be sure that his own test must be done. But it's very difficult to actually convince a man if he has already fathered a child before.
Very.
Yes, very, 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 it's trending. They were like, I have a child 10 years ago, how come now? And they make you look stupid as if even that lab isn't functioning. But I tell you today, there's already changes. The food you eat, the kind of medications you take, the drugs you take, they all affect you later in life, even if it's not even the case.
But it's very difficult to swallow such a pill where a man has had a child before and all of a sudden he becomes infertile. We'll take that question. Let's take this call. Hello, caller. Good afternoon. Okay, please tell us your name, where you are calling from.
I'm Joy.
Joy. Okay, Joy, reduce the audio level on your TV set a bit. Okay, Joy, I didn't ask you to leave the line. Are you still with me? Okay, when you're calling in, try your best possible to move away from where your TV is, or just kill the volume, all right, so that we can talk without echoes. I can see here myself from this caller now. Hello, caller.
Hello, mother.
Good afternoon.
Please, I normally watch your program.
Yes. Can you reduce? You see, I'm closing my eyes because the audio level on your TV is too loud.
Okay, let me reduce it.
Okay. Are we good?
Thank you, mother.
Okay, go ahead.
Please, your clinic in anywhere is in me.
Okay, if you are going to call us, please reduce the audio level. That is the volume within your television. Kill and pata, remove it. All right, let's use our local. Reduce the volume for your television. Kill the volume or switch off the television. Pata. Then after talking, you can quickly switch on back to hear what we're saying. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, Mama. Your clinic anywhere in the institute.
Okay, you want the address of the clinic?
Yes.
I will not call address for you on air, but don't worry, I'll give you a phone number to contact us with later.
Okay, ma'am.
All right?
Thank you.
But it would have still been good if you talk to the doctor online to ask questions.
Some of them
All right,
die.
it's very, we have another caller. Hello? Okay, when you are calling, reduce the audio level on your television set so that we can discuss. Hello? All right, doctor, you know, like I said, it's hard for me to swallow that. How is it possible? What could be the factor? What must have gone wrong or might have gone wrong? Why a man fathered a child several years before, and then after some time you discover that the man cannot father a child anymore because maybe low sperm count, one thing or the other.
Yes.
What went wrong? What happened between that space of time?
Okay, you can see the active years of women, and we say at a particular time you should make sure you are getting married, because it gets to a level where your ovarian reserve is depleted. Now, andropause is also clocking on the men, not just menopause for women alone. You are young and you fathered a child a long time ago. You may have a normal sperm as at that time, and maybe you actually, maybe like a virgin, or you were not flirting or something. But if you want to prove to the world, yes, I have a child, but now we go in, we do your laboratory investigations to check your semen analysis, and we can see that you had a normal sperm count before, and now it's not oligospermia. That oligo, that is not scanty. We have severe, we have it so much in IVF, it can be treated with some medications.
Okay.
But if we don't want to treat it, we can actually do what we call ICSI, intracytoplasmic sperm injection, whereby on the screen, you take a good sperm with a good head, no head defects, no tail defects, and no neck defects. You take that particular
okay, those heads are what you will see under
yes,
the
those are the defects.
microscope. Okay.
Yes, you see it under the microscope. And some men also have what we call teratospermia, which encompasses about the morphology of the sperm. That's any genetic defects, even with a man that has a low sperm count. Yes. Some people will ask, okay, fine. I want to know why I still have very low sperm count even when they are being treated. We go again to the higher level of what we call pre-implantation genetic screening to check for chromosomal abnormality. That one is very important with some men that have severe oligospermic count. That is, if they don't get pregnant using the third level of ART, that is the ICSI, and we can't get fertilization at all, or even if we do, from the number of eggs being fertilized are so small, then we can go to what I call the PGS, the PGD. That will tell us and help us very well to actually know if you are transferring that type of gene to your child, your male child. Really,
so all of that will be treated
yes,
while you go through that.
Yes. Then again, we can also give medications. We put you there for like 2 months.
Okay, I'll pause you there. Put you there for 2 months. Hello, caller. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Please tell us your name, where you're calling from, and ask your question. Okay, go ahead.
I want to ask the doctor, someone that is 35, she's not, she hasn't given birth yet, but they feel she has complications. And she can't give birth again. And she has an issue with her.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Are you listening to me?
She's trying, because every time she gets pregnant.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Listen, just take it slowly so that we can get what you're saying. You're rushing and we can't pick a thing.
Hello?
Can you be deliberate about telling us this story?
I load my telly. I've loaded my telly.
Okay, fine. Now talk to us gently.
Straight from the knee.
Okay.
So, the baby is age of 35. Whenever she gets pregnant, the baby will slow down. Then she went for scan and all that. They told her that she has this fallopian tube problem. I don't know. So I want to ask the doctor, is she possible for her to have a baby at this stage?
Okay. I am lost because everything I'm hearing from Faith is, I don't know if it's the phone or what. 25 or 25, that somebody is 25 or 35.
35, I think she mentioned 35.
Okay, 35. And anytime the daughter gets pregnant, the child falls and all of that, if it's difficult to get pregnant at that age, something like that.
Well,
I think it's a case of your current miscarriages.
Yes, we have cases like that in the natural conception form. And then if she has had the first, second, third miscarriages, she should go ahead and do a lot of investigation. Like if we understand her system so well, there's what we call the luteal support phase when we do the IVF. Maybe she needs a lot of progesterone and estrogen to actually support her pregnancy. She doesn't know.
Okay.
Yes. She may be getting pregnant, but also if it has gotten to the third time and you meet a good fertility expert, those are the same tests they will tell you to go and check so that we can supplement it for you for like 3 months. Then before you know that, yes, your baby will start making his or her own progesterone to keep you moving all through. But again, is it that every time she gets pregnant, is it that she did a positive test? Is it that she just missed her menses and then she now feels after like 38 days the menses came up? No. If you didn't do a scan, a test that showed positive,
I think she went for scan and all of that, yeah.
Good. Okay, fine. She went over for an ultrasound scan and they can detect that there's a fetus there. And she still feels that, oh, she's afraid she will still lose this baby. First and foremost, what I usually will say, you have to be positive this time around or anytime soon, that don't be afraid that you will lose it. No. Talk to a fertility expert who will support you very well with that pregnancy. And we can keep you on bed rest for a long time. As long as you can have your child, you will have to sacrifice a lot for it.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so Faith, that daughter of yours can still have a child, just that she goes for investigation. Help.
You know, when you take a injection for prevention about 6 years now, you never get pregnant. And I go do
Now, which injection you they take? Okay, that's family planning. Okay, you got that. She's into family planning, every 3 months injection.
Okay.
And she's been taking it for some time now, if I got that correctly. Is it possible for that woman to get pregnant after a while?
Is she not married or she wants to stop having children? That's why she went for contraceptives?
Maybe spacing.
That's fine. Then she still has to go back, depending on the type of contraceptive that the gynecologist or obstetrician has given to her.
Okay.
Yes.
Every 3 months injection.
Yeah, that's
so
fine.
my friend, you have to go back to the hospital when you're ready to have a child, okay? And if you see that you have stopped the medication or the injection and you're still finding it difficult to have a child, then see a fertility expert who can advise you, okay? Don't go to Mama Vivian say, Mama Clement say, no. Go to a doctor.
Yes. No chemist.
No chemist. No do that, okay? No do that. Just go to help. Hello, caller. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Jane from Abuja.
Okay, Jane from Abuja. Lovely. Okay, talk to us.
I want to ask if...
Hello? All right, we lost that call. It's nice to know that you're watching us. On
Hello?
Hello, caller. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hello. I want to say I did family planning. But since I stop her, I'm not going to see my menstrual.
Okay, when you do that family planning?
Like when I don't reach 3 years now.
That was 3 years. How many months old?
3 months old.
3 months old. When do you stop them?
Yes, I stop last 2 years.
Last 3 years.
Yeah.
And your period can't stop.
My period can't stop.
You never see them for last 3 years. Now, how many years you do now?
It's not 3 years now.
How many years you do your own age? What is your age?
43 years.
43.
Yes.
All right, Doc.
Yes, 43, and how many kids she has with now, she's been on contraceptive for a while.
Yes.
And the age at which she is right
She
now.
stopped 3 years ago. That was when she was about 39.
Between that 38, 39. Now, do they enter the climacteric stage in their family? That is, enter into menopause on time? We don't know.
Okay.
And secondly, why is it that she feels like having children now at 43? Because, you see, you are working with, your hypothalamus and the pituitary gland. You have tried to stop this thing like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, she stopped 3 years
It
ago.
also take its own time to come back.
She's not even seeing a period. She didn't say she wants a child now, but she's not seeing a period.
She's not even young anymore. She's not young anymore. Before we tell you from 40 years, we may not have good eggs and there may be abnormalities with it. But our European Society and American Society of Reproductive Medicine, we have actually seen significant increase from 35 years.
So why is she not seeing a period?
Yeah, because of this contraceptives that she has seen. But if she meets like a gynecologist, if she wants to see her measures, not that she wants to have a child, I don't think she should be bothered. But if she feels like still having a child, then she should approach a good hospital.
Okay.
A good hospital where they can actually help her and see, okay, let's do all these regular tests. If it's not coming, okay, we put you on this drug for like 35 days or 30 days or 28 days. Then after like 3 months, if it's regular, they will stop. Okay. And then let's see if everything will come in its own natural state. If she wants to see her measures. Okay,
so sis, you don't hear waiting doctor talk, okay? So what you do is go to the hospital or planning. In a government hospital, now correct hospital, like government hospital, where you do the family planning, okay? Go back there, make this complaint to them, and then see what is going to happen from there. If nothing happens, call me personally. We'll direct you to some family planning expert, like a couple of doctors that I know in this town, okay? Hello, caller, good afternoon. Hello?
Hello, I can hear you.
Good afternoon. Reduce the audio level on your television set.
Oh my God.
Okay, are you okay now? Go ahead. Hello? Okay, when I say reduce the audio level on your television set, I don't say that you should leave the line, okay? Just reduce there is no how that will work if you do not reduce the audio level on your TV set. Hello, caller, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Hello? Okay, while waiting for a call, we're looking at the man. Yes. All of a sudden, the man cannot make babies again. Yes. That is a bitter pill to swallow.
It is.
No one want to hear that.
Yes, no one wants to hear that because they already have an evidence like 15 years ago.
Correct evidence.
Yes. Then
hello.
Much younger. Also participating.
Hello, caller.
I use your program for school so that and I see question that I want to ask for all the things that is happening.
The audio level for your television set still high.
So,
hello?
If anyone like that, I think that a man that completely take my number down to her so that we can get together and we can have a relationship.
I'm finding it very hard to hear what you're saying. What you do for me is call back.
I'm not hearing you, mate. I'm not hearing you.
You are hearing me now?
Okay, continue.
Okay, so let's talk. Hello? No, calm down. Go over what you said before. Gently.
Thank you. What I really request, I see the way you can discuss, I'm very happy.
Okay.
But I need to see my own opinion, what I need from my side.
Okay.
Just like with many people they talk now, and I feel that the mother is not even have a husband that is looking for the husband. So I mean myself when I'm valuable. So that and I call so that if I'm listening with this introducement and everything, so that everything will work out.
Okay. Thank you very much for your contributions, okay?
My number, please. Anyone like that, you know.
Okay, we'll get back to you on that. All right, 0522905573 is the number. It's right there on your screen. talk to us. If you cannot speak grammar, I can permit you to do pidgin because what we're doing here is very important, okay? If you cannot speak grammar, I can permit you to do pidgin and I will answer you. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Tell us your name.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
I've been listening to the program.
Okay.
This planning, whether it's also. See, I put to my wife. When you do the family planning, you can see the period always. And you can't get where you call it something time. Don't call it thing and begin. From then on, you call it maybe intake. When you go it already expire.
That's the family planning which they do expire.
It don't expire.
Okay.
When I'm 5 years plus now, when you do one.
Okay. If she don't get belly now.
No, you don't get the learner.
Okay, belly now come. How many pikin you get before?
5.
You get 5 pikin.
Yes, 5. For each one.
Are you still one born?
Ma?
You still one born?
No.
Okay, but the family planning which you do expire.
The last thing I say, it don't expire. 2020.
Make she go hospital again now. Go do that family planning again.
Okay. You will let them do.
You go let them do. Just go hospital. You go let them do.
Okay.
Yeah, me better hospital.
Not be chemist.
Okay,
Not go chemist. Not go room and parlor, that kind of thing. Go better hospital. Central day there. UBTH day there. If Nairobi day or Tiboka day there, you know. Go correct hospital. You hear me, so? 0522905573 is the number to call. Everything and anything on fertility, infertility is brought. Dr. Tunika Akoyili of Tunicleo Medical Center, Sokoro, Abuja, is here in Benin to discuss. Okay, so just ask questions and let's flow. When you're calling, you see that audio level on your television set, kill them, reduce it, or switch your TV off completely. Then after talking, you can quickly switch it on again, and then we will, talk, and that will be on a very smooth ground, no echoes and all of that, and I'll be able to hear you properly. You know what we're using is telephone, and the phone is far from where I am. I can't handle it myself, okay? So I'll need to strain my ears to hear. I don't want doctors to come and treat my ears again. So reduce the audio level on your TV set, and then we'll be able to talk. Okay, we're talking about the men, yeah.
Okay, and if he's still insisting, we have to be sure also that the woman is okay, instead of us just looking at the man.
Okay.
But in the case you are fighting, both of you are fighting infertility, it is wise. You love your wife. Some of them will say, well, I don't want to be bothered about children, because I didn't marry you to have kids. It's well said. In this setting that we are in Africa, they don't understand that language. It's another language you are speaking to the family of the man and the family of the woman.
Because when people marry, you're expected to have.
Well, yes. When you are married in this setting, it's expected that, in fact, the next month, your stomach should be protruding. I don't know how that magic works. So. But for you to enjoy both yourself and you still feel like you are having coitus interruptus, unprotected sex, and nothing is happening for 1 year, 18 months, then if you feel that, oh, my husband, I think we need to go for investigations. Yes, it will be difficult for him to go because he would think otherwise, that those days, yes, I used to, pregnant girls and I'll tell them to go and remove. He may not just tell you straight on. He can say, okay, you go first. Whatever they say, then I'll come. But it's so difficult for us that way in our center. We invite the man. Even inviting him takes you like a month to convince him. And by the time he comes, you can just be so surprised that the man that said he fathered a child 10 years ago or 15 years ago, actually his count is not even up to 800,000. There is already a challenge. It may be due to behavioral lifestyle, before he got to that level, he wouldn't know. But it is better, before you finger a woman, you must also be sure that the man has actually done his own investigations to be sure that everything looks good before we say, okay, no, it's the wife. No. Please, we need to save ourselves. Mothers, sisters, mother-in-law, you have your child, your father's family, there's no one there that hasn't fathered any child before, so we're sure it's the woman. There are cases, like I still repeat here every time, where a woman actually covers the man. Most of them will say, go and try outside, go and try outside. If they say no, then they will say, oh, she's using something on him. No, the woman is covering the man. And there comes a time too, maybe the mother-in-law and the sister-in-laws, they will just come to the house and then they will try to push the woman out. No, I think it's time also sometimes for the man also to be pushed out. Because you cannot marry me when I'm 24 years old and then I'm not 44. Your parents
so it was important that
yes,
when a couple is finding it difficult to make babies,
yes,
both of them go, that is the husband, the wife, both of them go as one body to the hospital to investigate. Unfortunately, time is not our friend. I did make a promise that I'll call out a phone number where you can reach us on to continue with this discussion, particularly those who do not want to speak on television because of stigmatization. I understand you, okay? We know all of this. Stigmatization, people may mock you. Use this number to reach us almost immediately. 080-3518-7406. 080-3518-7406. And you can use this other one, 090-271-61268. 090-271-61268. Okay? Everybody should be able to smile when it comes to issues like this. So man, woman, you have to team up, create a formidable force, go and see the doctor when you have such a problem. If you do not go, you will not know. Yeah. Let us stop trading blames, all right? If you do not go, you will not know. So see a doctor and let's see what's going to happen. I'm sure very soon we're going to treat the issue of family planning, because nearly half of the calls we got today was on family planning. Yeah. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll look for time to do family planning on the program. Thank you very much, Doctor, for finding time to be with us here. And when you go back, we wish you a safe trip.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, we'll see you again on Monday. Bye-bye.
This is ITV, certainly the best.